It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight we'll be watching the Los Angeles Clippers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they're just above 500 after their first 10 games, at 6-4 to be exact. They haven't set the world on fire, but there has been more good than bad, that's for sure. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah. Sounds like Ernie last night.
Love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by.
We're going to bring you an interconference matchup in this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. A great start to the season for them, notching 3 wins to tip it off.
And right now for the Clippers, they've already shown.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Paul with the ball. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the basketball as well. He did a great job racking up the assists.
And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. The Cavaliers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. 2 shots. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Rose. And you hear so often about work ethic of players, but Freak has put his money where his mouth is. He built a private gym at his house so he can put time in on the court, Clark, whenever he wants to.
Yeah, that's a good step. And Freak is well known to be a workout. Well, freak is probably the best way to say it. So that shouldn't come as any surprise.
From 17 feet out, off the left rim and out. Clippers leading by 4. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. With this being their first meeting of the year, he stressed to his team to rely on their instincts on the offensive end, saying, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses and not forcing anything. As long as we can continue doing that here, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if that holds true, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Do you guys think their shooting will play as important a role as the coach made it sound?
It usually does. And for them to have that success shooting the basketball, I think it's going to be all about creating those high-quality chances.
Which means they need constant movement off the ball and crisp passing. I mean, that's the way you get good looks.
Paul passes to Pierce. Crawford, no one around him. Off target from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
LeBron's shot is good.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. High post shot. That's good. Paul's got 7.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
James kicks to Rose. Passes it to Dellavedova. Rose against Jordan. Great D that time from Jordan.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a team.
Vertically challenged, that's classic coming from Chris Paul. But, you know, seriously, Greg, he's taken that challenge and made the most of what he's got. A terrific player.
Really, and you know what? He's actually turned that challenge on his head when he goes right at much bigger players and uses their size against them.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
We've got Mo Harkless. Green is out there with Griffin. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Redick in at the shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Moore dishes to Griffin. Shoots from the baseline. The shot by Redick, no good. Cavaliers trailing. Smith drives in. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Smith. Shumpert's got his first 2 points of the night.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Harkless buries the long-range jumper. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Rose, no good.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Picked by Griffin. Moore passes to Green. The Cavaliers pull it in. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
Out to the right wing. Here's Griffin. Rose with the block. They shoot again. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Rose. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Cavaliers.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get in.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. If there's a soft spot in their defense, it's on the break. We did some damage when we pushed it, and there are more points out there for us in transition. I did, however, like our on-the-ball defense. We didn't give their ball handlers any breathing room, and they didn't handle it well. We came up with some good steals. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He's got 11 points, and he's also got 1 block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pistons was just phenomenal. He dropped in 17 points, and it seemed every trip down he would end up at the line. A lot of free throws for him. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
And there's always talk about if team chemistry matters or not. Let me tell you, it matters a lot. And
yes.
Clark, you really push this. If you can look at his team, and this team in particular, and they have, I think, a great locker room.
No question about it, Kevin. You see it in their demeanor. They really care about each other, and I think it starts with Freak. From what I understand, he makes sure they're doing things as a team off the court as well as on to build that camaraderie.
And Freak's agent in attendance at the game today, Dom Pagnotti, the famous Dom Pagnotti. You might hear stories positive and negative about him, but he has a lot of big-name clients, that's for sure, Clark.
Yep, and Freak is one name in a long list for Pagnotti. Some question his motives and how he gets deals done, but that's not for you and I to debate.
No.
You certainly can't argue with his results.
Well, you know him well. You call him DP. I just call him Dom. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. The fadeaway. Griffin's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Paul outside. 1:11 left in the third. In the corner, it's Griffin. Goes up the baseline. That doesn't go either for Griffin. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Here's James, and again it's Cleveland.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out. And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. To the middle. It's stolen by Smith.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Oh, trying for it. It's stolen by Green. Ball outside. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. The Clippers trail. Clippers making a switch here. Jordan's checked in, and then for Cleveland, Rose, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And Smith subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Ejuan Moore is out there with Crawford. And it's Harkless in its small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
The free throw drops for Griffin. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. Both free throws good from Griffin. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Set the pick. Smith kicks to Rose, feeds it to LeBron. Back to Rose. From 13, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moore dishes to Crawford. And it's Jordan atop the key. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Moore to take the lead. Here's Jordan. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Clippers lead by 1. I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, and no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Rose, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the 4th quarter.
Down low, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Ejuan Moore. And Cleveland also making a change. Love's checked in. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second chance points.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket. And he's not shying away from the contact, which is giving him some free throw opportunity.
Here's Rose. The Clippers grab the miss. Jordan's got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside and stolen by Love. James outside, and the pass to Smith. Rose kicks to Dellavedova. Rose goes in. That's tipped.
That's an example there, guys, of contesting the shot and corralling the board. That's really all you can ask of a guy at that end of the floor.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Smith kicks to Dellavedova. Dishes it to Rose. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Some really terrific numbers for Rose. He has 18 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed him. A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Paul kicks to Griffin. There's the three. Knocks down the trifecta.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
40 seconds left in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Smith. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
.23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And it's Rose missing. Here's Los Angeles now, and that's an intentional foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jeff Green.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Al Paul. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Penalty situation. Shooting for Los Angeles, Chris Paul. At the line for 2.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And so Paul nails both of them.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Paul, it certainly seemed like the defense made the difference for this team tonight. Tell us how the team's defensive mindset has helped you guys lately.
Well, we really relied on our defense. We've been playing really well at home as of late, so hopefully we can keep that trend going. But we still got our work cut out for us.
Defense has always been the staple of this group, Paul. Thank you for your time. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Blake Griffin. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket. And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.
Are you getting the ball as much as you'd like out there?
That kind of thing doesn't matter to me. As long as we're winning games, I don't care how much I have the ball in my hands. I really don't. The team comes first. You know that.
How's your relationship with the coaching staff? Are the rumors of friction accurate?
Friction? Look, there's no friction here. I don't know where you're getting your information, but I've got a great relationship with the coaching staff here. A lot of respect for Coach, too. Anything else you think you're hearing is 100% false.
I saw your longtime girlfriend, Yvette Mendenhall, was in attendance at the game today. So when are you going to get her a ring?
Whoa. All right, I didn't know we were going to get all personal up in here tonight. If there's anything I learned after my first season in the NBA, is that it's best to keep my personal life private. So that's what I'm going to do. Me and Yvette are happy, just like we've always been. She means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm out.
I won't bow down to no man.
Season finale episode of NBA 2K. We have the second annual Hey Guys Awards with some amazing prizes for you.
Oh, word? That's what's up.
Plus a sneak peek at what's to come in 2K17.
You know, the other thing that we get to do next year is
Tune in now. On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the second some amazing